Hey there guys, this is Misty with How Creative Creations, the Stick Pony Lady. I'm here today to show you how I made this, the star stick pony. I ironed out my fabric and then I'm putting the pattern down and loosely tracing because I don't use that. And then I'm marking the eyes on both pieces so I get the embroidery lined up just right. And then trim off the excess fabric. And then we head on over to the embroidery machine. Again, I'm working with the Jewelry My Eyes from Etsy. And here we go with that. Starting out with a dark blue to match the navy blue stars on the fabric. And I'm still working those days, although I finished today while I was doing this, which was 3 or 4 weeks ago when you're watching it. I finished the eyelets on the days. So when I start again on most likely Monday, I will do this, stitch the boning channels and add the boning and all the bias tape trimming. And then it's done. And off to the author. So I finished with the blue and I moved on to the black. And I'm stitching it. Then I go to the other eye after doing the white. And I'll stitch it out on that. Do y'all like seeing these? Do you want to make something else? I would be happy to do something else. Like I'm working on the stays and there will be a video on that, and then I'm going to make myself a skirt and I'll be videoing that too. I don't just sew the handmade toy gifts. Clothing. I started out business-wise. I started out sewing clothing for pageants, pageant wears, and boutique wear. So I'm not going to show how to do that because I really don't do that anymore. But hey, Ethan, can you come get this kitten? The little kitten is in here. She climbed up on the counter and she's not supposed to be up here. And she is licking cheese off of one of the plates from dinner while it's waiting to be washed. No, Ethan, no. If you get stuck in the jar, you're in trouble. Now I am trimming up and cutting out the actual stick pony. I don't know, something that's just so clean and classic about the white with the navy blue stars. I don't know, just something classic about it. And then fold the ear. Fold that scrap piece underneath the horse's chin. And cut the ears. Like I said before, I use everything until they're the tiniest pieces that can't be reused for anything. I'm stitching up. You're not supposed to be up here. Hey. I don't know if it's that she's a stubborn kitty or if it's that she's curiosity killed the cat. So I checked my bobbin thread because it's kind of puckering a little bit. Most of the time it's a bobbin problem. Now I'm folding the ears into shape and pinning them. Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm tired. I've had a long day. Somebody missed the bus this morning. Needed a ride to school. Oh, he didn't miss the bus. His ride to school didn't tell him until 2 minutes till school started that he would go into school today. So I got up and ran him to school. Otherwise, if he had known ahead of time, he would have rode the bus until he gets his license in a couple of weeks. So I'm stitching the ears on real quick, and I double stitch them for security. And I mean, let's face it, kids are gonna pull on the ears, so we don't want them to come off flat out. Ears, horns, hair, spikes, and I'm stitching over the top. I'm stitching on top of the ear. So realistically, these ears are stitched 3 times. Ah! Do you mind not climbing my back? Ethan, I got a kitty parrot. Kitten climbed my back with claws and she's sitting on my shoulder. So now I'm stitching around the pony's head. That's why I usually record in the mornings. After I stitch the head twice well, I'm not through. I had to do the hair. So I cut the hair shorter for the front part, which I call the bangs. What else do you call the short pieces over the eyes? That's bangs. I stitched those in, and then the longer part of the mane. I'll be glad when you learn manners, little one. Go lay down. I had to fold the ears forward so they're not getting caught in the seam. I hadn't really talked about that before, but yeah, when I'm sewing on manes on the unicorns and horses and donkeys, I have to move their ears forward so they don't get caught in that back seam. And again, I'm pointing at the screen like y'all can see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing, but you can't see what I'm pointing at. So I got a question. Y'all can answer me down in the comment. What do y'all listen to or watch when y'all are sewing or crafting? I know a lot of the time I listen to an audiobook while I'm sewing. So I was wondering what y'all are doing. I have several friends that I know do the same thing I do, where they watch TV, watch movies, but I was just wondering what y'all do. And see, I use my phone to measure out. I use my hand, I use the phone, I use use on any number of things. I even use cardboard pieces. Anyways, this yarn is interesting. It's called a denim. It's a regular cotton poly thread yarn, but it's made to look like denim. I think it's interesting and it went really well with this. So cut it and go back over it. Like I said, I double seam these just to make sure and around the nose. And then it's time to turn it. Oh, nope, I forgot. I do the casing next. Sometimes I do the casing before and sometimes after. Oh, she's all turned now. Or he. I don't know. It could be either. Or neither. So now I'm stuffing with polyfill. I don't know. I think this one might be my favorite for a while. I don't know. What do y'all think? Of course, by the time this is actually released, I'll probably have a different favorite by then. But as of the end of August, this is one. So. All stuffed. And to fix the zip tie through. The zip tie not only helps hold the head in place while the glue dries, it secures the head on in and of itself. I've seen some use twine. To do this, but I prefer the industrial zip tie. So now make a little hole pocket for the stick to go in. And I place the stick. And here it is all finished. Isn't it beautiful?